I'm on. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. Excuse me. Happy Sunday. And yes, there should have been a video game. There still should be. Based on the Bible. Be great. It would be great. RPG. You can even make it a JRPG. By Square Enix. No, but they should do it. Honestly. I'd love to see the Bible in video game form. I think that's the only thing they haven't done. You know, they've done movies, we have audiobooks, we have, you know. We just don't have, like, a real good video game. That's really, like, you know, that really does its... There's that one Jesus game that came out, like... Well, it didn't come out yet, but it's terrible. Yeah, it's more like about Mary than it is about Jesus. Yeah. It's one of those, you know? But no. Let's do this. I wanted to talk about... Okay, we were talking about SEGA the other day. Well, I've been talking about this for years, anyway. Night Owl Benny! Happy Sunday, Night Owl Benny. Thank you for joining me. What's going on in the world? Teach me about life. What's happening out there? So, we're talking about... Well, I've been always talking about how there is this disrespect for Sega or the Sega Genesis in general, you know? But just like this disrespect, you know? For Sega in general. Especially during the 16-bit era. Like, you know, people don't... A lot of people do. I'm saying there's people who do, like, represent it the right way. Don't get me wrong. You know, I watch those people. But there's a whole lot of other clowns out there who just misrepresent what happened in the 16-bit era. You know? Because they make it seem like Nintendo just basically, they just dominated it. Like Super Nintendo was just like, it was like the Sony PlayStation 1. Like that. Sony PlayStation 1 pretty much dominated the market. And N64 came in, it had its like, you know, it had a piece, but then that was it. It was basically it was a PS1 era, basically. You know? PS2, you could say the same thing, but you know, they had a little competition there. But still, overall, they both dominated. You know? Yo, VA Tracks, what's up? What's going on in the world, brother? My live chat is up. By the way, make sure that your chat is on live chat. Because it's always on top chat, and what happens there is that you're not going to be able to see, you know, the evil Zionists chat. Like Mongerface. Excuse me. So there's all this misrepresentation, and this is of what happened in the 16-bit era, and this is perpetuated by the retro gaming community. A lot of people in the retro game, these people are like, I don't know, like I said, I think a lot of people are still stuck in the 16-bit wars, you know, unfortunately. And so they can't go back and really look and analyze what it really was. It was really just, it was neck and neck. Now, I'm talking about specifically people in North America. I can't talk about, you know, what went on in anybody else's country, you know. But in North America was the big, that's where it was. That's where the battlegrounds were. You know, you win North America, you dominate the market. That's basically what it was. And they were 50-50. Sometimes Sega would win over Nintendo. Nintendo sometimes would get over Sega. It was like that. It was basically like that the whole time. You know? That's how strong Sega was in that time. They were whooping ass. Like, Nintendo really had it was real competition. You know? They hated each other. The fans hated each other. You know? They hated each other. Sega hated Nintendo. And Nintendo hated Sega. Yeah. Itchy diss track on stream? Oh, okay. Oh, you're gonna go there, VA Tracks? You better be careful, VA Tracks. You better be careful. Because you know what? He may drop, a Dr. Dre diss track like Snoop Dogg, but I'm gonna come back like Eazy-E, motherfucker. You better be careful. Cause Dre Day only met Itchy's payday. Hey, what's up, dude? What's going on, VA Tracks? Teach me about life. What is going on in the world? The freaking Rams lost, and it's your fault. I don't know. This is like a game they should have I don't know, they should have won. I don't know. Maybe they just... Damn Rams. They lost because VA Tracks refuses. He cannot wear he can't wear a football jersey because there's no cutoff sleeves. Should have been wearing a Rams jersey today. We would have won. But I think Night Owl Benny is asking for one. Oh, Night Owl Benny's about to get one. Uh-oh. Hey, but what am I missing, guys? Anything going on out there? Before I show you what happened. Okay, so this is what I'm telling you, what I've been seeing for a long time now. The disrespect. And this is why I go, guys like us, we need to put water on this. You know what I mean? When people talk like this, we need to be like, hey, no. You know what I mean? Us OGs, we need to put these guys in their place. Now, let me show you what this guy from My Retro Life, he was talking about. I've been talking about this for a long time. Yeah. Check this out.
I was really...
Look, I'm a Sega fan too, but not a Sega hardware fan, just to be clear.
taken aback by this comment that I received on that PlayStation 2 episode video. I am a fan of SEGA, but not SEGA hardware.
You know what I mean? Isn't that weird? Like, how could you not? And he, like, this, the way he answers is perfect. Like, how could you be a Sega fan? I understand if you're new, like maybe you're like, you know, you didn't grow up at that time. But a lot of the guys in his channel, you know, they're pretty sure they're like old enough. But like, how could you be a Sega fan and not a Sega hardware fan? Yeah.
I felt compelled to share this comment on social media. My brain kind of broke here a little bit, and I got a wide variety of responses. Everything from,
I mean, they haven't did hardware in almost 30 years. So people were like, you know,
it's crazy. How could anybody say such a thing?
Probably either a kid or someone is who is born in 2000.
The Genesis was the only successful console. The Saturn and the Dreamcast.
Yeah. Someone Gen
failed,
Z, I
and
guess.
Therefore, they're terrible. And then I got some other response.
You know, this is the sad thing. This is sad because it's perpetuated by the retro gaming community, because all they think about is 32X. You know, they think about the Saturn, and they undermine like what great hardware they did do. Like, before they even started making hardware, they made the best hardware, like arcades, just for like before that, you know. And they did make good hardware. First, the Sega Genesis was a great console. You know, the way they designed it, too, was like a genius. The Sega Master System. Now, it wasn't successful out here, but it's still running today in Brazil. You know? The Game Gear was a great system. The Sega CD was a great system. All these were well-built systems. Really, like, well-designed, everything. Sega Saturn too. It just didn't do well. You know?
That said, there are people out there who love video games today that weren't even born yet when Sega exited the hardware business. There are probably many of you watching right now who...
Yeah. Oh, Alpha. Yeah, sure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ichi, to be fair, you did attack his wardrobe selection. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Just never really got to...
I said, hey, you know, I said V8 Tracks is ballin'.
Experience Sega the
he
way
wears
that
nothing
I
but
did.
jerseys.
I just want to talk a little bit.
I don't know how you can afford it. You must be balling. I question, yeah, like.
And really, this is an open letter, really, to
Nah, he works with Dre.
any of you watching who are in Gen Z or younger. I want
He
to
does tracks for Dre, you know. That's why he can have like he's got everybody's number jersey in the Lakers.
talk to you a little bit about the Sega.
So I'm glad he did this video. So he goes into it too. Something we talked about before about like how great Sega was. Because all we talk about is how bad they are, right? You know? How they screwed up, we forget about like how great they were. You know? They were one of the best. And it was sad. It was like really, it really did hurt the industry. It hurt the art when they actually left the gaming industry. It did. The effect is still hurting. Like, honestly, we're still affected by that today. I honestly believe that. I believe that when they left the market, the competition just wasn't as good. They pushed, like, they made it competitive, man. I wish Sega was still around. I wish they were still making hardware. If they were still the Sega they were back in the day in the 16-bit era, oh my god, they would. They'd put these other guys out of business. But nobody has balls like that anymore. You gotta have balls for that. Sega had balls. Just the guys running it in Japan, dude. Those guys had balls. And then the guys they picked to run the company, the Sega of America, very ballsy individuals. They were up against the monster, man. Nintendo was a monster. Everybody was afraid to jump in. They're like, "Fuck that! Well, let's go. We'll do it. We can do it." I get where they got the confidence from. They were making arcades. They were making the best arcades in the world. They had facilities where they were the only ones, really, at that time, where they had a special facility where they were doing almost like science experiments. Like the arcade, that's what they were. They were a development team for the future of video games, for arcade cabinets. Hydraulic systems and all that, you know, that shit. Yeah, they were like, they were the innovators. I forgot what that place was called. They called it something too. It was led by Yu Suzuki. Yu Suzuki was the guy behind it. Where they're making like the most high-tech arcades in the world. Now we're just like, we shit all over Sega. Yeah. Now, no respect, right? We just... Golden Axe and a whole lot of, yeah. Shinobi, right? No, but they really, honestly, I feel like Sega, especially in the 16-bit, they don't get the credit for pushing Nintendo. You know, I don't think the Super Nintendo would have been as good. I don't think their games wouldn't have been as good. I think they really, when they saw that, like that Genesis was really starting to pick up, they went all out. You know, Nintendo was like, we got to show that what the difference is. You know, that was their mindset too in the company. That like we have to show the consumer what the difference is between their games, Sega's games, and our games. So that's why they like, dude, they pumped out some of the best games. So it made them better. And Sega was no slouch. They fucking came right back. They hit them right back. Every other month, they were coming out with something. Yeah. $35 million. Yeah, exactly. Especially you're going up against Nintendo. They were a powerhouse. They had 90% of the market, the video game market in North America. They had like 8 to 12%. Before that, Sega, they caught... Honestly, really, I think they were averaging like 8% in the market with the Sega Master System. You know? They're really like not really... like basically, Nintendo had like 90% of the market. You know? Just video games in general, they were like dominating. So they didn't, you know... It was no biggie till the Sega Genesis came along. And that grew fast. That was like, I mean, if you guys remember how fast that grew. Now, if I think about it, dude, in '89, by the time it was 90, that thing blew up. It was like the hottest thing. It was like everybody I knew in the block had one. My cousin had one. You know, the video stores had them. The games. You know, it's so quick. It was insane. Even by today's standards. You know? So, you know, I get a little upset. Not upset, but I get annoyed when I hear people just shit all over Sega. And especially when they shit over the Genesis. You know? Because the Genesis is one of the greatest consoles of all time. Damn it. In the same way the Xbox made Sony... PlayStation a lot better. Good competitive always results. I don't know about that, Night Owl Benny. Now you go too far, right? Hey, you're taking away Dreamcast. That was Dreamcast. Was the Dreamcast that made the PlayStation 2. They were like, oh, we got to really come out with something now. They buried it. They put that DVD player on it. The old Sega, let me tell you something. If they had some money left, the old Sega would have just slapped the DVD player on it. Seriously. Model 2. Get your Dreamcast Model 2 has a DVD player. Dude, yeah, old school Sega? That's exactly what they would have done. Don't tell me no. That's what they did with the Sega Genesis. They slapped the Sega CD on it. They don't give a fuck. You want DVD? We'll give you DVD. Had a modem already in it. Already. Just put it in. Just put the Ethernet cable, attach it to the back, Already in there. Don't have to buy the PlayStation 2 attachment. You know? And it was the first one that already had it already in there. Yeah. Yeah, as soon as they have a monopoly, they can get away with doing anything. That's what Nintendo is trying to do, whatever they want now. They see that they have no competition. The other consoles are now just being PCs now. They're trying to leave the industry and just become an app. And so Nintendo's looking at, we're not going to stop making consoles. We're still going to be, we're just still doing what we're doing. Yeah. So they're just going to, they feel like they can just do whatever they want. I think they're going to get hurt with that, though. They probably would have been able to get away with it before, but the economy the way it is now, yeah, no, man. Nintendo's fucking up. That's what I see. Nintendo right now, it looks if they keep going the way they're going, I think this is going to be a bust for them. I think the sales are going to start dipping. Yeah, they need games. You start, where the fuck is the, like, you need new Marios, you need your new Zeldas, you need your, you know, you need all that stuff. Pump them out. New stuff. People did not like the Donkey Kong thing. You know, it didn't work. Yeah, I've been watching a few videos on it. Yeah, like, a lot of people didn't like it. But VA Tracks was like, oh, it's the greatest thing ever, you know? No. No, VA Tracks didn't even really... I remember he said that. He was like, you know? I think he regrets buying that. I'm going to guess, though. I don't want to put words in his mouth. But he has the game. Yeah. Let's do this, baby. Are people still making videos on the Steam machine guessing the price? It's building a lot of interest, man. The N64 back in the day, it didn't have as much games. If they would have, that's the thing about Nintendo back then, they built some momentum for a minute, and it looked like they were going to take over the PlayStation. And then it just, yeah, like PlayStation eventually, like PlayStation dominated. Go look at sales numbers. What PlayStation would doing. Even like I looked at it before, I was like, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous how much they made. Like how much they were selling on some of the copies, like Gran Turismo 2 or just Gran Turismo. What's the other one? Tony Hawk. Games like that. They were just hitting big numbers. Thought I'd give this one a shot. You know? Why not? Get rid of them. Yeah, they really need to start releasing games soon. The only thing they have is that Metroid. They have some third party, but it's like none of these third parties are like new third parties. Like it's cool, yeah, you're having more games, but these are not like anything new. It's like you gotta have new stuff. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't look good so far. Because by now, this is not like the typical Nintendo I'm like used to seeing. I'm just saying by now they would have had something, you know? Who knows? Maybe it's taking longer than usual. I don't know. Oh, you got a PlayStation after selling your N64? Dude, the PlayStation 1 was the hottest thing at the time. Yeah, N64. I had one too. I bought an N64 too. I didn't buy it day one though, because I was so invested in the PlayStation. But I remember it's an interesting story. Like my dad is used to buying me a Nintendo we bought Nintendo. We bought Super Nintendo day one. So he wanted to get he saw the commercials for N64 and all that too. So he wanted to get it. He's like, hey, you don't want to get the Nintendo 64, you know? And I was like, no, I just want to buy some games, like some PlayStation games. I'd rather have like saved up and bought PlayStation games, you know? So then after the game, the N64 already came out. I saw it in a kiosk on Blockbuster. And it's the first time I actually seen it, you know? And I thought it looked good. Like, I was like, wow, the graphics look amazing. Like, it's the 3D graphics look a little different than the PlayStation. They did. That's crazy. You have that. You guys had that in common. You guys got the. So anyway, I told my dad, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's. And this was like right before Christmas, you know. And so we're trying to get it for Christmas so we can have it on time, you know. But dude, the N64 was sold out. Like everywhere. Like you could not get. I think people remember this. Like there was a time like you could not find the N64. It was such a hot item, you know? And that's when I finally wanted one, you know? So, me and my dad, we went all over, like, basically LA, you know? And just kept getting, like, turned down, like, no. Until finally I was like, you know, Dad, let's just go home. Like, I was like, my dad didn't want to give up, though. He's like, you sure you don't want to try a few? I'm like, no. I'm like, you know, let's just go buy some PlayStation games. So yeah, we couldn't find one. I was, you know what? I was less bummed than my dad was. My dad wanted to get one more than I did. But we got, I was happy with PlayStation games. But then eventually I got one. I think it was like 3 weeks later or something. We ended up finding one. Yeah, but this was after Christmas. You know, this was like 3 weeks after Christmas, I should say. Yeah, because before that and during, yeah, it was like, no way. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy. You're supposed to like... Too bulky? They were awkward. They were... That analog in the center. Like it took a minute to get used to. Now, like if I grab one, it's like it's like second nature, you know, because I played so much of it. But getting somebody else used to it, like no way, it's weird. Oh yeah, I think. You can get a game over in this, I forgot. There's not like you just keep continuing. Yeah, PlayStation, till this day, I still say it has the best controller ever made. That's me, though, you know? Because I used to, like, have a hard time of figuring out which one I like more, the Super Nintendo controller or the 6-button Sega Genesis. Because first I was like, no brainer, Super Nintendo's beats the Sega Genesis. But then when I got the 6-button, I was like, I don't know. That 6-button in the front is like really, really handy. Like I got so used to it. I'm like, I love the idea of just having the 6 buttons there. It works so much better for fighting games and a lot of other stuff, you know? So, but then, like... I don't know, you know? Maybe that's it? I got boom, boom, boom. Oh, you can't. The most durable? Probably the NES or the Sega Genesis, the big one. The 6-button. Well, I don't know. The NES, I went through a lot of them. I used to, like, burn the fucking controller out. The Super Nintendo would have an issue, too. The top buttons would get stuck sometimes. And then the wire on the top would always get, like, cut. It was, like, a common issue. It was more like if you played a lot of fighting games. You know? If you were like, oh, I didn't never have that issue. Yeah, it's because you didn't play fighting games. I had every Street Fighter on the Super Nintendo. Yeah, I went through controllers. I had an older brother, and he had his friends, and we would all play. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, like, if you do, my thing with the NES, the buttons would always get stuck. But you could just change the pads inside, right? So, it's not an issue, really. You can fix them. But yeah, no, I burned through them. Yeah, the L and R, the first, yeah, they get stuck. And sometimes the buttons do get, you know, like they sometimes don't press anymore. They kind of just, they're all loose. It happens. Now the Genesis, that happens too. But not as often, no. Like, they're pretty durable. Especially those boomerang controllers, those are pretty durable. You know? I have to say, in general, honestly, they're both probably equal. And, like, again, I didn't, because you know what? With the Sega Genesis, I didn't play as much fighting games, honestly, on them at all. I didn't really, you know, play games like that on the Genesis or, like, the Super Nintendo, dude. You're playing games like Street Fighter, all the Street Fighter games. Yeah. You're playing Mortal Kombat 1, you know? Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, that was the Super Nintendo. I heard the Super Famicom controllers were made much better than the Oh, were they? That could be true. The 90s were like that, you know, where they kind of I'll say this though, the Super Famicom design altogether was just looked better. You know? Super Famicom design? I think they should have just kept that. I don't know why they went with that. This design they gave us. I mean, it's cool now, like, it's nostalgic, but that original design looks so much better. They wasted money on that. Like, could have just made it simpler, easier for themselves. You happen to like the SNES design? I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. It's just that compared to the Super Famicom, I think it looks cooler. The Super Famicom, I always thought, like, I remember looking at the magazines too. I always thought, like, man, why did they give us this one? They should have just kept it. Oh shit. Original Xbox. You think so? That was the I mean, it was bad, but it was just because it was big. You know? It was like, overly, like, for no reason, really. That's what I thought. I think it was just like, it was massive for no reason. Shit. Shit. Oh yeah, the original Famicom. Oh yeah, the Famicom controllers. Yeah, we got the better controllers there. And the better design. Isn't it interesting how, like, the original Famicom looks terrible? Like, we got the design we got looks awesome. Yeah, they, like, a lot of Japanese would say that they liked our design. Our cartridges looked cool. Like, everything about it was awesome. It had a nice look to it. It had a... Today, I think it's probably one of the most coolest designs ever. The NES. Their cartridges, everything, the style, I love it. Oh shit. Do I own a fight stick? Yeah, I do. I don't use it for fighting games though. I just use it for, like, arcade games. I suck with it now. I can't. Yeah. I think I stopped being good with that in like 94, 95. Because I started playing at home more because I had the game at home, you know? And most of the competition I know is my friends, like buddies at school, my brother's friends. Oh shit, I'm getting... They do. Just feel great holding in your hand. Yeah, I love NES cartridges. One of the best things you can collect. Right? I think they looked cooler than the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis cartridges. That's some of the coolest box art too, by the way. In those days, like those guys, like man, they really knew how to get your attention. Am I supposed to do that? Maybe box them? I mean, jab them? What the hell? Game's so weird, man. Whatever. N64 cartridges sucked? I thought they were okay. They were too fat, though. They were like, you know, they're huge. That was the last of the cartridges. Nintendo didn't want to leave the cartridge. They were slow, man. And it still didn't save us any money. Nintendo was still charging high prices for their games. No, that's not true. In the 64... I mean, 64... GameCube era, they were making deals and stuff. Oh, come on. It's like, just go to the scorecards. You know? Yeah, they were trying to... Yeah, because that was a big thing. Isn't it insane? Look. Because people were saying before that, oh, what killed the... I've seen videos like this too, and I'm like, no, that's not what it is. I mean, it certainly didn't help, but I'm like, that's not what killed it. Because they were like, what really killed the Sega Dreamcast is the pirating. Like, it was easy to, what do you call it? Like, copy games or whatever, and upload them. And I was like, well, so was it on the PS1? Yeah, it got crazy easier. There was multiple ways of doing it. Yeah, I knew people who did it, but that didn't stop people from buying video games. People were still buying video games like crazy. It didn't stop PS1 from selling, they sold a massive amount of games. Even all the way to the end of their life cycle. So that didn't hurt them at all. Yeah, cartridges will always be more expensive. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot going on in those cartridges. And especially today. You know? Trying to get that jab out, wouldn't come out. Okay. They will last longer. But they last, yeah, exactly. I mean, there's probably a way today to make a but it won't be like a traditional cartridge the way we remember them. But there's a way to probably make a piece of plastic with the label on it and all that, but it would probably just be more like a, I don't want to say like a USB, but something like that more. Like that Mikami, I was thinking like how you would do it. That's what I would have. It's kind of like a mock. It's still a piece of plastic. Looks like it's a cartridge, but you open it and it has the mini the disc, kind of like what you would get in a. Oh shit! Not disc. Those little chips. I forget those chips. What they call them. The game would be in there. It's the only way you can make it cheap. Yeah. Otherwise, it's like $70 cartridges. Game over. That's it. Yeah, an SD card. Yeah, like something like that. What does the Switch use? Or what the DS used to use? You know, the little kind of like something like that. Yo, Mongerface. There you go. See, Mongerface, I remembered. I put the live chat on. What up, player? Let us play. What's up, dude? What's happening out there? Teach me about life. What's happening in the world? What am I missing? But yes, Mongerface is in the building. I got just remember, guys, to put on the chat. Make sure you put it on live chat so you could see Mongerface or anybody else, because there's some people who are, for whatever reason, on YouTube they're shadow banned. Yeah. Proprietary SD cards. Yeah, see, that's what I would do with the Mikami. I'd send it. It would be a mock, like, it'd still be a plastic cartridge, but in it is the SD. You take it out and you just put it in the. But you'd still have a cartridge. You have a box. You'd have instructions, a manual, whatever, a booklet, whatever comes with the game, that type of thing. Because that's the only way you can make it cheap nowadays. Otherwise, like, you know, because then the dream dies. Or they could do a way where it's like, you could still use the plastic. And who did this? I seen somebody do this, and it has the the SD chip in it, right? And then you could put the you put it in the cartridge, and you could put it inside of the console, and it kind of works that way. But it's just plugging in an SD, really. But you have to use the that plastic to do it. Cartridge plastic. See, you gotta think. You gotta think before. I've thought about all this already. How? Yeah, because how are you gonna make it cheap? Oh, what was I playing? I was playing a it was called Ashito no Joe. It's a Japanese boxing game. It's pretty good. It's just that it should have continues, but there's game overs, and there's time. There's you run out of time. So if you run out of time during a match, it's game over. Or you lose, and you have to start that match over again, and you have 3 or 4 chances, and then it's game over. So it's kind of weird, There's no scorecards. Okay, if the time ends, why don't you just go to the scorecard? The judges. You probably saw an EverDrive cartridge. Yeah, 'cause that's what an EverDrive cartridge is. It was something like that, like an EverDrive. But it wasn't an EverDrive. I have an EverDrive. I have the older one. Monger pissed off the wrong YouTuber. Yeah. Oh, somebody, maybe that's what happened. They reported him as a Zionist. As an evil Zionist. Evil. Alright. What do we play? You want to do some Beavis and Butthead, Monger Face? Or are you Or you want to do some Ninja Turtles? You want to get revenge? Or Super Double Dragon? See, that should have been damn good, man. Should have had a Super Double Dragon 2. If the first one was good, it would have been 3 of them. Just imagine, Your old buddy printer. Wait, what is that? I didn't even see. What is that? Oh, is that a red card? From soccer? Hey, what's up, Black Gift? How are things? Teach me about life. Let me finish my food and I'm up for anything, sir. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, let's play some, I'm thinking some, I'm thinking Beavis and Butthead. But then I was like, you remember that one game we were playing? Joe and Mac, the first one? That was pretty good. We got close to the end. We almost beat it. I could barely see it. I was like, what is that? And I saw, oh, that's a red card? That's pretty funny. You know what? I should carry a red card and a yellow card and a whistle. That's what I'm gonna do from now. Yeah, I'll pull it out every time somebody, they foul. Like the other day, VA Tracks, not VA Tracks, sorry. Nukem. He said Shenmue was trash. He said I hated Shenmue. That's a red card. That's like, hey. You go up right up to his face. You know? Red. You don't even, no warning. You get ejected. Send him on. Yeah. Yeah, he said Shenmue. He said I hated Shenmue. He said that stupid game. I was like, oh man. You know what? I'll say this. When I got Shenmue, I bought it. I was so confused because I saw the commercials for it. I remember for a minute, and I'm like, I bought the game because I went to Game Dude, and I was just like, I'm gonna buy a bunch of like what do you call it? Dreamcast games. They were cheap, you know. So I was like, fuck it, let me go ahead and get. I'm like, I remember seeing this, the commercials for this. For me, seeing the commercials, it looked like a fighting game that was like with just a little bit more story. It looked like a Tekken, like they're making another like Tekken Virtua Fighter with a little bit more story behind it. That's what I thought they were doing, because I was thinking that maybe the Virtua Fighter, they didn't have that much story behind it. Maybe this is what they're doing. They're doing like a Dead or Alive type. That's what it looked like. So anyway, I take the game home. I put it in, and I'm like so confused. I was like, what? I'm like walking around. I'm like, what the fuck? I remember going like to town, and I'm like, Dobuita. And then I go to a payphone, and I'm like, I look at the yellow page. It has its own like white pages or yellow pages, whatever the fuck. And then I'm like, I start dialing numbers. I get out of the phone booth. I start talking to people. And then I was just like, I go to another area of and there's more people there. And it's like, you can go into places. And I put the controller down. I remember going, I'm like, I can't believe they did this. I was like, this is amazing. I was so blown away by Shenmue. I felt like I was looking around. I'm like, how did this? I'm like, what? I'm like, what is this? You know? It was so good, dude. Yeah. Trash, even being as dull as it was, isn't trash. Put some respect on Harayu Hazuki, yeah. Yeah, because it starts off really slow, and I was confused of what to do. You know, I thought I was gonna leave the house and I'm gonna be kicking ass and shit. That's what I thought. I thought we were going to go beat 'em up mode now. Yeah. But no, it's like you're talking to people, and then I go into that little liquor store that's outside of Dobuita. It's like the one that everybody goes to in the neighborhood. And I was blown away. I was like, dude, I can't believe that it's like a little world in here. You know? Like he's going around asking people about if they seen a black car or that thing. I got so into it, man. I'm telling you, to this day, it's one of the greatest games ever made. Really, it's one of those games where it's like, man, they really it's a step forward in. That's what Yu Suzuki did, though. He did he did that with not Outrun. I think it was which one was first, Outrun or the motorcycle game? I keep forgetting the Hang On. Pushing innovation, like pushing video games to the next level. What's the other one? Virtua Fighter. You know? And also that game too. That game just took gaming to another level. You go to Circus Liquor? Is that what it's called? No, there's the one that's like it's not not a liquor store. It's a little like it's right outside Dobuita. So it's like an old lady, she runs it. Yeah. And she doesn't sell liquor, I'm sorry. She just sells like, chocolate. She sells like she's selling dry fish and like a flashlight or I don't know. She was selling all the like weird shit, But I was just so the fact that you can go into the you can just do anything, It just made it feel so immersive. You can grab and touch anything and pick it up and look at it. Yeah, it was amazing. I don't know how we started talking about Shenmue, but what was that? How did that break? Oh yeah, because you said the red card. Yeah, you get a red card for that. Yeah, it's one of the greatest games ever made. I get it. I get people like if you come back to it now, and you don't know if you weren't there at the time. You had to be there at the time. You have to play it there at that time. Because at that time, it was the most innovative, most immersive thing you've ever played in your life. That damn good. And I wish there was a modern... Like, what I want is a modern-day equivalent to Shenmue. Imagine if they took that... that formula... and that mindset and used it today with the graphics and the all the memory we have today. We can do so much more. Like you can go to this so cool about that game. In Ryu Hazuki's world, you can go to his room and you can go to his open his drawers and there's stuff in there. You can look at it. I'm telling you, it's like a whole world in there. It's amazing. You can open the fridge. You see what what food they're eating, And every day there's like milk replaced, so you can take the milk. I'm just those little details. Those little things was just like, wow, I wish part 3 didn't suck. Yeah, it ruined it. Very sad. Especially, dude, the Sega Dreamcast had amazing graphics. The PlayStation 2 was not out yet. You were playing the most innovative, the most high tech. You were feeling like that's what the Dreamcast felt like. It felt really next gen. That controller felt good too. That memory card was awesome. That's one of the coolest memory cards ever. Put that memory card in the thing. You could see the little it was so cool, man. An online play. What do you want to do? You want to do Beavis and Butthead? Or do you want to do Joe and Mac? Or do you want to do Super Double Dragon? What you want to do? Hey. Oh, but what's up, Pitbull Plays Games? I didn't even see you there, dude. My bad. I thought that was Night Owl Benny. My man. What's happening in the world, brother? Teach me about life. No problem, Monger Face. What do you want to do, though, Monger? Let me know. I got Beavis and Butthead. What was the other option? Super Double Dragon. Joe and Mac. That was a good one, too. The one with the caveman. I forgot what else. Up to me? Let's see. I think we should work on that Beavis and Butthead. I want to try it again. You know? It's a tough one. And I know that, like, Mongerface, he loves it. He thinks it's better than the Sega Genesis version. I tell him, hey, have some respect. You know? Yeah, okay. Nah, they're both good. I don't care what. Honestly, I don't care which one you like more on that one. But don't you dare say that the Sega Genesis Aladdin's better than the Super Nintendo Aladdin. That's you get a yellow card. Beavis and Butthead, let's do this. Do you hang around liquor stores? Wow.
This is gonna be cool.
Are you ready, Mongerface? Let's try to put this together. I've been playing Dragon View because of you. It's a good game. It's a great game. Absolutely. It's such a fun game. I'm so deep in it right now. Night Owl Benny hangs around the red light district. Oh, did I hit test game? Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I thought we were like connected. There you go. My fault. My bad. Okay. $1994. That was a year. That was like peak, 16-bit.
This is gonna be cool.
We cool, G? We alright? Oh, what else was I gonna show? I was gonna show you guys. Oh yeah, do you guys want to get into the alien bodies? They found alien bodies. Let's hit the pause button for a second. I think, hold on. Let's not start it. I think Mongerface will agree. They have the bodies, guys. Oh, no, they do. You see? We have alien bodies. And they are hiding it from you. Bombshell UFO testimony with Dr. Stephen Greer. This is that one guy you were telling me about, Mongerface, remember? Tell us about the alien. I don't know. Let's listen to the experts from Redacted. I don't know. I've never heard of this channel, but thanks to Redacted, this is for journalistic purposes. We're just going to see a little bit of this.
Well, for the first time in history, a U.S. government whistleblower has testified before Congress that the United States government has in its possessions extraterrestrial beings. Yes, non.
Oh, they're like, this is serious, huh? Stephen Grant. Oh, was he the one? What was he the one? Mongerface? What do you? I forgot. There's a really funny thing he said. He was like, I forgot what it was. It was hilarious.
Non-human pilots, the bodies recovered from crashed UFOs. And while you watch this testimony that I'm about to show you, remember that it is a federal crime to lie under oath before Congress. It's very important for you to remember.
Yeah, you know? Night Owl Lazar. Night Owl Benny is the Australian Bob Lazar. That would never happen, right? That's like
that, and the very thing that could put Dr. Fauci behind bars for the rest of his life. Watch.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
I don't know. I think Lazar is a con man. He is. He is. It's a con. I hate to say it, you know? Oh, there's some people who are like, dude, they get really mad at you for the. Yeah, hold on. Apologies. I've seen crafts. No, I think a lot of people seen UFOs, like unidentified flying objects. Just the alien and the. This guy, what this guy is saying is like. I mean, look, check this out.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
And was this documentary evidence, this video, photos, eyewitness? Like, how would that be determined?
The specific documentation I would have to talk to you in a skiff about.
Who in the government?
What do you guys think? Oh, okay. He's gonna talk to him. Okay, let's see.
Thanks for having me.
Great to have you here. So when you were watching,
I just saw this because I remember we talked about it a few times before, and I just wanted to see, like, yeah, this is a. Oh no, this is old. Okay, I don't know why it showed up on my feed. I thought it was like
this
new.
testimony, as we all were very closely. Did you hear anything to your astute ears that surprised you, that stood out to you, something you'd not heard before, stood out to you perhaps as new information?
No, none of it was new. Of course, as most of you know,
Does that? No.
I've been involved with this for over 30 years. And in fact, in the case of Mr. Grush, I had met him about March of 2022.
I forgot. There's this really funny thing that he said that was ridiculous, and I forgot what it was though. It was this guy though. I think he's like crying too while he was saying it. Uh-oh. Did it get cut? Oh, man. Took a sip of the potion, switch to the 3. It's weird. It shows Night Owl Benny, like his... Maybe that's like a... I don't know. Okay, what do you want to do, man?
We're there, dude.
I thought I got copyrighted. Oh, fuck that. The truth is out there, yeah. I don't know. I think it's bullshit. No, I don't look about the aliens. You know, people seeing, you know, aliens or whatever encounters, or people getting abducted. Who knows? You know, I can't say one way or the other. But this guy, I mean, it just looks like bullshit to me. There's some kind of like there's something they're trying to sell. I want to believe, yeah. That's why I think too. A lot of people they want to believe. Hey, the aliens thing is fun. Shit, I fucked up there. Oh, shit. Ah! Nice, nice.
Whoa.
Do I think... Well, I don't know if there's aliens.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if there's aliens in the way that people think that, you know, the way that... if you look at it, aliens is kind of like a new thing, you know? Oh, you don't want that? Oh, okay, thank you. Awesome. Before, they would just been demons. You know?
Yeah.
Nice. I guess we should have saved it, huh? Hey, we're doing okay. We're doing better. I'm sorry. Maybe we are the aliens? Yeah. So, oh, sorry. We were talking about the aliens thing, yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
A lot of the encounters that people have about being abducted and how they are abducted, the stories that people have, they're more like they seem to be more supernatural kind of thing than it is a technological, you know, than it's some like being from another planet with technological, you know. It seems more of a spiritual thing. You know, people going through walls and shit and appearing out of nowhere and seeing these weird-looking beings, all that. It could be demonic, is what I'm saying. Yeah. And hey, Satan has many different forms. He'll come to you in any kind of form. Really? He will. You use anything. Hey, if you want me to be a space alien, ghost, you know, anything. Oh shit. Yeah. Not too much lag? No, it's not too bad. There is a little lag with the sound and all that. Oh, my bad. We have, like, no health. We just get touched, we're dead. Oh. Hey, it was gonna happen. Hey, we're doing okay, though. We did a whole lot better than the last few times we tried. Hey, this is a tough game, 2 players. Even 1 player, this game is hard. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Oh, that's why it's better to just do it that way. Oh, fuck that. My bad. Damn. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It should happen because... I'm not saying it's going to, but I'm saying it'd be perfect now because they have episodes. There's... I think the last episodes came out 2023, 2024? And they were very popular. A lot of people watched them. Go watch them, by the way. They're on Amazon. Just get Paramount, get a free, like, month. They do, like, you know, you get 1 free month, and just watch all the episodes. I think it's worth it. Yeah, oh, sorry, dude. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I keep forgetting it's a double. Okay. Oh, I could just check up there, right? Let's see. Oh, fuck. Oh, my bad. Uh-oh. I forgot to... Ah! You just gotta touch you, that's it. Yeah. They both have their, like, even the Genesis version, it's not easy either, but once you get the hang of it... Yeah, but this one, man. This one takes more coordination between the two, in the co-op mode. But it's actually very fun. It's, like, really cool. Like... I'd love to see another one like this. Oh, shit. But really, there should be a part 2. They should do something like they did on the Sega Genesis version. You know? But the action part should probably be like a beat 'em up more. You know, that'd be cool. But I love having that adventure part of it, too. Like, Beavis and Butt have to go do stuff. They have to go, like, you know, get something and... Oh, shit. Nice. Okay. Nice work, nice work. Not too bad, not too bad. See, I love that you have to do stuff like that together. Like, it kind of has that Ren and Stimpy thing going for it. Like, if you played Ren and Stimpy on the Sega Genesis, the Time Machine one, it's such a good game. There should be a modern day equivalent to that. Oh no! Damn. Oh, we have to go in here, huh? Yeah, yeah. Very different games, but both very good. Like, I prefer the Genesis version, but I like both of them. I just like the style. I think the Genesis version is unique, and the graphics are a little better too. You know? It really feels like you're playing an episode of the. In a way, it plays like you're playing an episode of the show. But they did a great job here too, man. This is an excellent game. Great co-op game too. This is one of the best. Nice work, dude. My bad. I play a little shitty there, but it's okay. I thought the Super Nintendo could have done a little better here with the graphics, especially even these images. Like if you watch the Genesis, man, they really did a great job.
Yeah, yeah.
Here we go.
We're fair, dude.
Remember, you gotta be slick with this one.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What do we get if we don't have health, like, right?
Whoa.
Yeah.
I was wondering if we get, like, more lives. That'd be cool. Fighting Todd and Earl, yeah. Just grabbed a child by the... Hey, that's the way it was back in the day, huh? Used to get your butt kicked by the PE teacher. He was usually a war vet, you know? We had one of those. We had two in junior high. Coach Snyder and Coach Sampson. Coach Sampson literally had a wooden leg. Yeah, seriously, he had a prosthetic leg. Hey, God bless that man. Yeah, he had a prosthetic leg, and then if we didn't run on in PE, he started chasing us. He's like, "What do you guys think you're doing?" And then, yeah, like if we start just talking and like, you know, walking, like when we're doing our laps, whatever, he started chasing him with a wooden leg, like with a prosthetic. We start running, like, oh shit. Yeah, me and my buddies, we got chased all the time. We're like, oh shit, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, Itchy, 100 burpees. Come on, give me 100 burpees. 100 burpees. Let's go. Oh, fuck. That's why you better just run, you know? Because then you gotta do like so many burpees. It's like... Now the kids, they don't do that shit. Yeah. Beavis and Butthead should have had a cameo in King of the Hill. Didn't they? They didn't have any? They should have had. I thought they did. They had it at Daria. They would always show up, and that's the only reason why I watched Daria, because my sister liked it. But I'd watch it with her because I was like, oh, eventually Beavis and Butthead. And they did. They would show up every now and then. Oh my god. With no health? Nice work, though, Monger. Shit. Oh, no. Sorry, dude. Oh, man. My dad is a Vietnam vet. As a kid, I would listen to the war stories, people getting blown up and stuff. The real deal. Dude, that's the thing about... yeah. That's what the great thing about having to tell you the stories, you know? Make you... make you... what was it? My bad. Oh... Make you appreciate life more, you know, when you hear those stories. That's awesome, dude, man. It does a double, and then you... Okay. That's why I always get confused with it. Oh shit, my bad. Damn. Oh, sorry. Ah. See, I don't know how far I'm supposed to be from that thing. Nice work, dude. Oh, fuck. Hey, we made it. Barely. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, I just go right in. Oh, now we have the thing, though. Oh, fuck. Oh, AI tells you never had... Oh, they never had. Okay. I thought that... I'm just in my mind. I thought they did, but I guess they didn't. I didn't watch the King of the Hill that much either, so maybe that's why. I could have sworn there was, though, but anyway. But yeah, in Daria they did. They would always show up. It's amazing how many... Dude, that Mike Judge, man. That guy was a genius. Oop, my bad. Like how many spin-offs came off of Beavis and Butthead. There was King of the Hill, which is really a spin-off of this. They took that character off of this show. Oh my god. Fuck. Ah! I feel like we were close to the end there too. And you go to hell. Hey, we got pretty far there, Monger. I think we were almost done with it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We were very close to beating the streets there. That was awesome. Thank you, Monger. You're a good man. Do you want to play anything else? Before I start jumping into Dragon View. I hate this level. It's so bad. Hey, dude, it gets... That hospital level ain't any better, though. Dude, it gets even more difficult. Because you have to jump on these, like, lights or whatever. Oh my god. Yeah, that's going to be difficult. Single player, I think, is no problem. Is Monger Beavis? Yeah. I know, I was sucking there. Monger was doing a whole lot better. I mean, yeah, he was doing a whole lot better than me. But what else is going on out there other than, you know, the government's hiding the alien bodies? Hey, you heard the guy? He said they have them. I wonder what all happened. That was all waste of time, wasn't it? Happened like 2 years ago. Like, what became of all that? Did anybody investigate? Did anybody, like, check his, you know, his findings or anything? No, nothing. Just wasting Congress's time. Somebody challenge me on Bart's Nightmare? I guess I'll acquiesce. Oh my god, it's so slow. Might be using Wi-Fi. Get off the Wi-Fi, Dinatab. What do you think this is? This is the Super Bowl video games, man. How much Dragon View do you think you have left? I'm not sure. I'm at level 28. Somebody said, what was it level? What's the highest level? I forget. I think it's 36 or... I might not be too far from beating the game. But I think it's probably making me maybe a good another 10 hours or something. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot more to do. Yeah, but it's all cool. Like, it's all fun. Let's say aliens are real. What does that change about nothing? That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know? Like, now what? Oh, we're gonna stop the aliens? Yeah, if they have this, you know, such advanced technology and all that, right? We're pretty much fucked. Yeah? Well, let me know, Mongerface, if you want to go, let's see, Super Double Dragon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. Or you want to finish Joe and Mac. We should try that. Just give me a sec. Hold on. It's a good game, Joe and Mac. Underrated classic co-op game. VA Trax hates it, though. I don't know what's... He's a hater. Enough of the hating. Oh, what do you think the aliens prefer? The Genesis or the SNES? Well, I think, you know, if they're so highly intelligent, you know, Night Owl Benny? I think they would put the two together and they'd see that both of them kind of like are equal. You know? And so they would not choose one over the other. They wouldn't be biased. Right? I'll just say they certainly wouldn't pick the Super Nintendo. No, I'm just kidding. No, they would have said equal. You want to do Turtles? You think you're better? Turtles in Time. Hold on, give me a second. We got close last time, huh? We got to the end. We almost beat it. Old school. Let's get ready. Oh, did I challenge you, Margaret? I don't know if I did. I didn't, did I? I'm gonna try it again. I don't think I did. I keep doing that. There you go. Teenage. Hey, at least we get to listen to this again. There you go. See? There's a reason for everything. Go to the options. Rest. We're going to give ourselves 7. Hard, you give it 5 continues. Normal, 4. Is this one better than Hyperstone Heist? I don't know. I think historically, you know, I think most people just say this one, but like gameplay wise, both of them are, I don't know which one. Sometimes I feel like this one's better, sometimes I feel like Hyperstone. Hyperstone just looks so damn good, man. They're basically the same game. It's just just a little style, like, you know, just different styles. Yeah, that one I don't know. That one is like, that's a hard one. Back in the day, I would have easily said Turtles in Time. But now I'm like, yeah, that Hyperstone Heist is pretty damn good too. Take our time, right? No rush. Oh, what, you hating on Hyperstone Heist? Don't make me bust it out. I'll show you why in a second. Oh, maybe not remembering? Hold on. Oh, I can't pause it? Oh, it doesn't let me pause. Fuck. Oh, okay. No, it's select. I'm sorry. Hold on, Monger Face. Let's just take a look. No, I'm not saying it's better, but I'm just saying, dude, look at this. Hyperstone Heist. Even back then, I remember playing it going, damn. I was like, this is so damn good. I didn't even know how the Genesis was doing it back then. Look, it looks great. Now, I want to get... Okay, hold on. I want to get a 2-player. Let me see. 2-player. There we go. You know what I mean? It's got its own, like... It looks good. The colors are very crispy. Like, you could... You know what I mean? Where, on the Super Nintendo, it looks kind of washed out. So, in some areas, it does look better. But some areas, the Turtles in Time looks better. You know? And there's some really cool backgrounds here, too. Oh, man. See, I want to play this now. Yeah, see? I don't know. I might have to give the edge to Turtles in Time, you know? But yeah, it's sometimes I don't know, man. They're both great. I love both games. I played a lot of both of them. I'm sorry, Monger. My bad. Just wanted to see again because maybe I'm wrong. I'm like, maybe I'm looking at it, but... Like, see, these backgrounds look so much better. But no, I mean, this is gameplay in general. They're both kind of like really the same thing. Very cool looking. Well, I don't know what it is, like, oh, if it's emulation. I think most of the time those people are just recording it from an emulator. Like, Hyperstone Heist has some really cool boss fights, too. Nice. Got him. Nice work. Oh no, I didn't see that. No, they got 4K releases? Oh man. Awesome.
Alley Cat Blues.
I hope they do that with the I hope they remaster the original series. Did they do that already or no? Do you guys know? Like what they did to Aladdin. I don't know if you guys like you know how they remastered Aladdin? They did a great job. They need to remaster those like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. The original show is really damn good. Yeah. Yeah, about the heist thing, I'm still on, like, they're both great games. They're both... That's why I feel like about the same thing about Beavis and Butthead on the Genesis and on the Super Nintendo. I love them both. Like, they're really good. But I kind of prefer the Genesis version in that case. Yeah. I just think it's a little bit more unique. Now, Bloodlines or Super Castlevania 4? Come on, man. Like if you're talking about Contra Hard Corps and Alien Wars, Alien Wars hands down. I like Contra Wars too. But Bloodlines and Super Castlevania, that's a tough one. That's a tough one to choose. I don't know, man. I love Super Castlevania 4 too, but Bloodlines has... Dude, that soundtrack, the flow of the game, man, it's great too. Sorry. Nice. Gonna mangle you, Slime. I remember this guy. Didn't they used to have this guy's toy? Like in the... I remember seeing something like... I think they did. That was the great thing about Ninja Turtles. They had everything good. The show was good. The toys were good. The games were good. Franchise was making a killing, man. They were fucking making so much money.
Sewer surface.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, no, it's been that. It's the whole push for, yeah, political correctness. Politics have kind of creeped into everything. And now it's creeped into video games. Look what it's done to the Hollywood, you know? It's happened to Hollywood. Look, people don't want to go and even watch the movies anymore, you know? Shows are hard to get going, you know? I don't think it's just because people don't want to watch stuff. I think it's just because it's gotten bad, you know? You know, we were talking about this the other day. My cousin asked me, he said, what happened to, like, let's say, he's like, let's say Van Damme. He was like, he's like, I'm sorry, Monker. Let me just put this lower. He's like, what happened to those movies? He's like, those movies were so, like, popular, and they were so good, and then people just stopped watching those. Is it because, like, you know, people just don't want to watch those kind of movies? Like, and I was like, no. I said, people want to still watch that kind of stuff. It's just that the, I mean, if you look at, like, say, Van Damme's career specifically, like, he started off really good. All his movies were really great. And then they started getting really bad. You know? They became too commercial. You know? They didn't put a lot of thought into the writing behind it anymore. They were just trying to, like... Visually, they didn't even look good anymore. You know? So I was like, no, it's not that. It's just... They just don't make them good anymore. Ninja rap? No, I don't. Hey, but did he help with the soundtrack in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, yeah? Go Ninja, go Ninja, go!
Technodrome. Let's kick shell.
Let's kick shell. I love the music here. It's awesome. I love about Ninja Turtles, it just represents like the time, you know? It's just so all about fun. It's stupid too. It's like, just think about it. Like, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you know? It's wild. It just works. It's oh shit. Those guys that block suck. Those guys are dicks. Oh yeah, we were lucky in that case. Like, it was like, I think 90s were like peak everything really. TV shows, we had movies, we had great video games. Took me. Literally. Oh shit. Oh boy. Nice. Better music, also. Oh shit. That's awesome. Oh, these guys. Shit. In the comic, like Batman, the turtles are really dark. Yeah, no, I know. I never read the comic, but I've seen a thing on it. I was like surprised to see it like that. I was like, wow, that's amazing. And they did change some stuff, you know, but what they did with it is amazing. I was such a big fan of this kid. I think a lot of people were. Gonna take a minute. Oh, that's right. Forgot about that. We're doing it wrong. Sorry. I'm doing it wrong. Forgot how to do it though. There you go. There you go. Damn. Shit. Okay. I keep forgetting. How do you do it? We're gonna get it this time, though. Dash into the soldier? Okay. Next time I gotta remember that.
Prehistoric pterosaur.
Turtlesaurus. I kind of like this stage. It's pretty cool. Hey, if you're gonna go back in time, you better see some dinosaurs. Oh, not these punks. There you go. Takes teamwork to get those guys. Run dash or something, yeah. You're right, because every time I pressed forward or something, he was throwing them. So I thought it was like pressing forward or something. But maybe I'll try double. Yeah, yeah. Fuck. These guys are cool. Ah. Nice work, nice work. I'm gonna get him to the middle and you hit him from behind. There you go. Got him. Almost dead. Oh, fuck. Got shell-shocked. There we go. Ah. Should have known this guy's gonna rush into me. Here we go. Your history, slime balls. Ah, fuck. Damn. Nice, nice, nice. Oh shit. You got me. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Yeah. Ah. He's almost dead. Nice work. I used to play this game over and over with the game Genie. Invincibility for me made the game more fun. I could do what I wanted each level. Super Mario World was the same. I would just explore it. Yeah, I started really like utilizing the cheats. I did Game Genie too, but I didn't really start cheating with until like PS1 era, like with Game Shark. There, I was like, yep. Add me the cheats. They were fun. They had like some really cool cheats with games. Yeah, I didn't have a Game Genie. I had to rent it. There was only one rental store, too, that had it. Like, in the NES era, like, every rental store had, like, a Game Genie. But, like, 16-bit was, like, only a few. Where I was from. There's a few games I rented it. But, yeah, the PS1, I bought the Game Shark. I remember thinking it was like, oh, shit. Like Die Hard Trilogy. You know? Give me some Game Shark codes. And I think it's with Alien Trilogy, too. You can play it with seeing the ending. Because I think if you put cheats, if I remember correctly, it's been a while. If you put cheats using the password system, you won't be able to see the ending of the game. But like if you just use Game Shark, you get to see the ending too, which has a good ending. It's pretty good. Alien Trilogy is awesome. It's just it's got problems, you know. But for its time, man, it was a great game. Very atmospheric, very scary game. Is it considered? No. Why would it be? And what? It's just like using any other emulator. Now, now don't emulate Switch 2 or Switch and all that. Yeah, they're gonna get pissed. Yeah, I totally understand. Otherwise, they would already came after 5K a long time ago. 5K would have probably not even put any Super Nintendo games, nothing. What I can't wait for is till when they put PS1 games on there, because we're gonna be able to. That's gonna be a game changer, dude. Playing PS1 games online with other people, co-op, on 5K. That's gonna be awesome. Fighting Force, you know? That's definitely going to be one of them. I missed that, huh? They should bring back Fighting Force. Is Fightcade free? Yes. But I pay for it. I pay monthly for it. You don't have to. You can do it for free. But like the paying for it, like it allows you to add more games to the to your channel. So that you can like you don't have to like go and look for them. You can add them like easier. So like I think when you do the free thing, you only can add 3. Which isn't bad, because like whenever you want to play a new game, you just uninstall and just install something else, you know? So it kind of functions the same way. I just supporting it because this is a lot of work. You know, what they did here. Like, you can play every arcade game co-op. You know? Like right now, we're playing Super Nintendo co-op. I'm playing online with Mongerface. He's Raphael right now. He's in fucking Argentina. Right now. I'm playing we're playing Super Nintendo together. Yeah? Because of Fightcade, so I was like, dude, I gotta support these guys. Fightcade is one of the greatest things that's ever happened to video games in a long time. Not only Super Nintendo games, Sega Genesis games, but most of all arcade games. That's what it was built for. Mainly fighting games, but it turned into just like every arcade game, basically. Now, it's still growing. Like, you know, there's still some stuff that's like, you know, needs tweaking. But it's a must-have. You need to have this. This is like... You better believe I'm gonna have this. Many different emulators. But this is an easier way to, like, you don't have to know anybody, right? Don't you have to, like, kind of know the person that you're gonna play with? This is, you could jump on a channel, and you may just play with some random person. But I don't know how that parsec thing works, so I can't really say.
Neon Knight Riders.
It's for people you know, yeah. Yeah, but everybody uses Fightcade. You got people like Justin Wong. They promote it. They're on it. Everybody's on it. The most people you see who are competitive in the fighting arena, they use Fightcade. They're all on it. It's where if you want to get good, you know, you want to get better at your fighting games, you're on Fightcade. Maximilian Dude's on Fightcade. A lot of people that you know are on Fightcade, like the big guys you watch. Fightcade 2, by the way, because there's two. There's the original one, and I think it's still around. Like, this is Fightcade 2. Yeah, as the top tier players are playing it, they upload them. They upload the games and they use it using Fightcade. Face the wrath of Super Krang. Oh yeah, you better practice before challenging anybody on, yeah, Fightcade, yeah. This is like, Fightcade is where you come to, like, it's, they don't fuck around on Fightcade. But yeah, it's one of the best things to ever happen to video games. To bring back all those games for people to play together easily. It really is so that easy. It's really easy.
Starbase, where no turtle has gone before.
Race on these things 5 years ago? I don't know. I started on Fightcade way after it's like, I had no idea. Like, it was already a thing. It was already established. And people were already, like, on it. I've heard about it, like, so many times. I heard it from the fighting game community. They were always the ones talking about it on those bigger channels. And I've only jumped on it maybe 2-3 years ago. I think it was like 2-3 years ago. I was like, wow. So I started supporting it. I have the gold membership. Which doesn't do anything. It's the same shit. It's just I'm supporting the progression. I hope they... Right now you can only do 2-player co-op. I'm hoping in the future they have 3 or 4-player. Because some of the games are 4-player. Yeah. Especially like sports games, that'd be awesome. No, but they have beat 'em up. Some of them are 4-player. All right, Monger, we're getting close. I want to know how he died last time. Like, Monger, did you run out of lives? Can you run out of lives? I don't know. I think you can. It said 4-5 continues. We did get a game over eventually, so... Yeah. Damn. Getting serious. Another great thing you want to get is Exodus. And I think that same guy who made Exodus, he made a new one, ExoWin 9 or something. So it's like all old school Windows. Abandonware that, you know, like... Okay, here we go. Which is very, very hard to get running, you know? You have to have like a virtual box or something. Do the dash when the block. Oh, the block guys, you mean? Guys who block and shit. Yeah, those guys are annoying. Almost, almost. Almost. Oh shit. Ah. Okay. Oh, love the thumbnail, by the way. Hey, it's Sunday, you know? Hey, there should have been a game.
The final shell shock.
Alright, I think we can do this, man. Let's get it done. Teamwork, right? I think that's it, huh? Okay. Yeah, okay. It's hard to know when he's gonna throw the... Okay. Shit. That's ridiculous. Oh no. You can easily lose a lot of lives here. Not sure what to do against them. Oh fuck, my bad. Shit. Oh, there you go. Ah. Finally. Takes forever. Oh no. There you go. Yes. Oh man, it was right there. Fuck. Oh, fuck. There you go. Yeah, one of us has got to get behind him while he... I see right there. Like, while I'm distracting him, just get behind him. Oh, fuck. There you go. Nice. Almost, almost. Oh, shit. Almost died. I don't know if that was my last life or not, but nice work, dude. Did we get it? All right, we did it. See? Get Fightcade. Play with your buddies online, your favorite old school arcade games. Yeah, Monger did a whole lot better than I did. Okay, nice. That Konami sound. There you go. We got it, baby. Good call, Monger. Soon we're gonna beat Beavis and Butthead like that. I hope so. You know? Yeah, so I forget what it's called, but anyway, look into it. It's the same guy who made the Exodus. Yeah, he just basically made it easier for you to play all those old school Windows games, like even before Windows 95. You know? Yeah, because there's a lot of abandonware on those, and like, it's great. GG, baby. This might be better. Yeah, I'm gonna hold my judgment until because maybe on Sega December, we're gonna play Hyperstone, and then I can finally, you know, we'll be like, okay, no, this one. I remember they were both great because I had both. Yeah. I had Turtles in Time, and then when Hyperstone came out, I rented it, and I was like, dude, this is really good. I have to have this. It was a must-have. Yeah. GG. Okay. By using Fightcade, you adhere to the FGCOC. Be civil. No racism, sexism, impersonating, personal threats, or physical threats. Yeah? Which can happen sometimes. Yeah, sometimes gaming gets a little rough. Let's see. Do we have time for another game? What do you guys want to see? I was thinking about going maybe Dragon View, ending it there, or I just do some maybe Outlander. Yeah. Dragon View? Let's do it. Let's roll. Well, I can't now, you know? Super Double Dragon. Uh-oh. That's a call-out, Monger Face. Looks like they're calling us out. That game got sued because it looked like Mad Max. I think that's what originally was going to go for. It was supposed to be a Mad Max game, I think. I think they just lost the rights. It should have been a Mac. It's actually a good game. It's a great concept. It's not that like executed all that great, but it's a great. I love the concept. If there was a part 2, they make flesh it out a little bit more. Would have been awesome. We need an Outlander 2. Yeah. Now, which one would have been the better version of Outlander 2? Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo? The Genesis version of Outlander is a bit better. They're kind of like, to me, they're honestly the same. The Super Nintendo version is just a little easier. And the driving is a little... Yeah, I like the driving in Genesis because you could, like, you're inside of the car. And it's so much cooler, but on the Super Nintendo, it's easier. It's a lot more fluid, the driving. You know, they had a year. Basically, what happened was, it was originally released on the Sega Genesis, but it would, I forget how. I think a year later, it was ported after on the Super Nintendo. So they fixed some stuff. They did, like even in the shooting areas, you know. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Genesis version's harder. Yeah. The Super Nintendo version, they made it a little bit more like, yeah. But I don't take it, you know. I think honestly, they're both good. That one, there isn't too much argument because they're not that much different, you know. But yeah, the Super Nintendo one is a little bit fleshed out, more fleshed out. Oh, you hit block when an enemy punches, and you will grab and do tech hits. Oh, really? Oh, awesome. Oh, you mean in Super Double Dragon? Okay, yeah, no, I know that. Yeah, I rarely do them though. We should pull them off. But you know, I'm gonna take a break though, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. I was gonna jump on some Dragon View, but I'm gonna work on some stuff. I just remembered. Hit the like button. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. You guys are the best, but thank you guys. Black Gift, Mongerface, Great Cloud, VA Tracks, Night Owl, Benny. Who else joined us today? And whoever else. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. GG, baby. Thank you, Monger. We did it. We gotta beat Beavis and Butthead one of these days. It's gonna happen.